Hello my good students. Welcome back to our War on the Sea series as the USN Naval Forces with the Tokyo Express mod. Joining straight off of our previous episode where we sighted not one but two major aircraft carrier groups, both with battleships I believe, and both actually somewhat smaller aircraft carriers, a Ryujo and a Hosho, but certainly a massive threat to us, our current task forces. One of which we did manage to strike a Fuso. Didn't go down, but they are very close to Guadalcanal itself, so we are going to have to look out for that. Just a quick message, thank you very much for keeping with me through this series. I've very much enjoyed having your support and such. It's been very fun to get through. And I'm very eager to get into it again. So, without further ado, let's go to the strategic map and look at our situations. Alrighty then, so we did manage to hit the Fuso over here, so what I'm going to do is actually pin that and say CV on there, like so. Excellent stuff, let's get off of there. So it moved from here northwards around here, so hopefully it doesn't come back down to Guadalcanal, because I would like to get our current task force over here on top of that. And how long is that going to take? Please refresh it. It's going to take about 8.8 hours. Lovely stuff, so let's just round this up to 9. Great stuff. So that will just about be under the cover of darkness. So I'm not going to move up this group too much. It's just going to patrol here and there. Just to screen a little bit in front of our task force here, our supplies and such. So what we're going to do is launch more aircraft. And we're going to scout ahead and try and keep eyes on that carrier group and just see if there's anything else about. I think going to try and circle around like that to see if there's anything on the Brooklyn. We can certainly launch a couple off of here. Let's keep going. Just going to go around and see if there's nothing else about there. And of course the second carrier was about here, of course, so that's absolutely fine. What's our SW for soon? Just scouting around here for more submarines. Lovely. We do have the Tambor out here, which was looking for a CV, and it turned out the one we're looking for is actually down here now, so I have given that the order to try and scout around. Perhaps if it keeps retreating up to the Shortland Islands, our Tambor might intercept it, but our Tambor of course being rather slow and with poor visibility, so that may or may not happen. We can of course try and strike it with other aircraft from these ports. We do of course have control of Buna now, just getting rid of the last bit of resistance on there. Brilliant stuff. We'll have a level 1 airfield over there. I am thinking of upgrading perhaps 1 or 2 airfields, or maybe a port. Thinking perhaps Reno Island. I would like to upgrade the port to level 3, but that will be quite the investment on that regarding how many supplies and fuel we have available. So it might actually be worth going straight up to the Shortland Islands and trying to take that, and then because once we've done that we'll have a level 4 airfield and a level 2 port, and then we just need to upgrade the port there. But that will be quite the overextension, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to double check how much supply and engineering we have. Do have a fair amount of engineering in the Cairns as well as supply. We've got a lot of fuel actually in Cooktown. That's actually rather good to know, because what we have on the New Hebrides is nowhere near as much. So I think what we're going to do is once this group comes back down over here to resupply, we're going to reinforce it with some oilers and then go all the way over, try and get a sneak up round here and get it to Rennell Island perhaps, and increase the port level over there. The reason I want to increase the port level is so I don't have to go all the way back to the New Hebrides just to resupply our armament every time I want to do that, and going to Rennell Island will be a great forward base for that. So let's carry on. I'll see you with an action report when we meet the enemy. Alrighty then, so straight after pressing play we are getting a couple little things happening here. We're being intercepted by 3 aircraft groups, one of them being some Nels, some medium bombers armed with torpedoes. Getting, it looks like 3 groups of Mavises again armed with torpedoes. Lovely stuff. They'd never stop with this. And what's this over here? Some more Mavises. Okay, so we're going to turn into them. We're going to increase or time compression just to speed things over a little bit, and we are of course going to look at the Nels first. Looks like they might be going for one of our cruisers to start with. Certainly a sound tactical decision from them. I can reckon and do commend them on that, but will it work is the question. Nels being rather heavy, rather big targets. We have shot down one already. Just going to pause very quickly so I can issue some evasion commands, I think. Let's get the New Orleans turning out to starboard, I think. The Brooklyn, I think, can move into them. Just a slight turn there. It looks like they're coming for either the Brooklyn or the New Orleans at the moment. So we should be okay there. So the fact that we've down one already is very good news. These Mavises taking their time to get in. What exactly is the range from destroyers to them? It's about 7 kilometers. So they are closer than we think. We are going to have to worry about them. We'd like to get our flak on point here. That'd be very nice. Looks like they are perhaps going for the New Orleans here. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's try and... Can we compress time anymore? Lovely stuff. Okay, so we are getting down here. I'm going to turn our Brooklyn out a little so it will help our small arms off there. And I'm going to turn the New Orleans to get a more narrow position there, because at the moment it's just turning back into them. And we're going to keep an eye on that. We might just be able to get them down, actually, before they get in range. The fact that we're sailing away does give us more time to fire at them. That's one more down. Lovely stuff. Can we get the other one? We do, of course, need to stop tunnel visioning on that because the Mavises are about in range. We're going to turn into them. We're going to get the Summers over here, if we can, to turn like that. And we have got rid of all of them. Brilliant stuff. So we're going to get the New Orleans, I think, to come up into them. And the Brooklyn can strafe over here like that. The Atlanta can break and pretty much do the same. Like so, I think. Benham can turn out as well. If you break and turn to the port. Lovely stuff. Alright, let's stop turning with Warrington and go straight at them. Yeah, I think the Summers over here is looking good as well. Looks like they are focusing the Warrington at the moment. So we're going to increase our speed, I think, just to get our engine going. And they have dropped already, so we're going to turn around like this and try and dodge them there. Lovely stuff. So we are going to have to watch out for New Orleans. These torpedoes will travel a fair amount. We have dodged this group. Looks like they're going for one of the destroyers over here at the moment. So what we're going to do is turn around with the Summers and actually increase the speed, I think, and turn around with the Benham. Great stuff. We have definitely dodged them. Great. Okay, so we're going to turn with the New Orleans into them a little bit better. Atlanta can stop turning as well. And Brooklyn, yeah, you're doing just fine there. You're doing just fine. So it looks like they're actually going for the Benham here, or the Atlanta. So we are going to turn around here. We can stop turning with Summers. Lovely stuff. We should be fine with that. And the New Orleans looking fine as well. Just going to make sure the speed is up on there. Great. So we're just going to carry on in a straight line there. And yeah, they are definitely going for Benham here. They are certainly turning into that. Managed down one before they drop, I'm pretty sure. But let's know, they have of course dropped. Brilliant stuff. So we can see where they're going. Looks like we're going to be safe here. That is very, very close though. That is very, very close. Alright, so there we go. We're going to stop turning now and just make sure we carry on out the way of those torpedoes. Looks like our Atlanta's safe as well. Okay, I think we'll be fine there. Just double check that. Yeah, absolutely fine. Lovely stuff. Nothing to worry about there. Do of course have this group to worry about. It's still coming in, but that's still quite a way off. Going to move our Atlanta around. It looks like they're going for the Brooklyn. So we're going to reduce our speed and turn in. Otherwise, it will be far too late to react. Looks like we've downed one of them though on this group. Come on, come on, come on. We can do this. We can do this. We got this. That turn is looking very, very nice. Yeah, there we go. They're not going to hit us now. Just going to make sure we turn a little bit more. And that will be that. Lovely stuff. New Orleans, just double check you. Don't want a tunnel vision. We're going to reduce your speed and increase your turn. And I think that's a decent engagement. We actually shot down quite a few of their planes. How many did we get? 12 out of 15. That is excellent stuff. That means it's just these three left. Brilliant stuff. That makes us actually a lot safer over the course of the day. Because they, of course, will not be able to replenish unless, of course, the AI does not follow the same rules as we do. And if you remember in one episode of my IGN series, where we thought we destroyed the entire air group of a enemy carrier, we shot down a lot. We shot down all 24 Wildcats in one engagement, only to be found with another 24 Wildcats only a couple hours later. So that does suggest that they might not follow the same rules. We are going to try and shoot these down and evade these. That would be absolutely ideal if we could do that. We're going to slow down the Atlanta here just to make sure it doesn't hit any of our own ships. And it doesn't look like the Mavis is going for that either. We're going to slow down the New Orleans as well, just to make sure that is safe and not doing anything it shouldn't. Going to turn around like that here. And ooh, we've not managed this too well, have we? Are we going to be able to shift our rudder in time for this? No, I don't think we are. We're going to commit to the turn here, I think. Yeah, we should definitely commit to that. How's the Summers looking here? Okay, we're going to stop turning there. Warrington's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. We're going to reduce our speed, and hopefully they'll overshoot us. That does perhaps look like the case. No, they've not dropped just yet. Okay. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is stay like this. Turn rudder amidships. Have managed to... if they drop right on top of our ship here... There we go, lovely stuff. Very narrow escape there. I was waiting for the drop directly on top of our ship because unfortunately torpedoes don't need to arm apparently. They just land like bombs. So let's get out of there. Lovely little attack there. All 15 aircraft down and we are safe. Brilliant stuff. Let's get going again then. Well, a few hours have passed and we have actually come into contact again. We are being intercepted by some airfield launch planes. I did decide to put some cover of lightnings over us. Managed to get some damage in a previous minor engagement against a couple bombers. Absolutely fine though. They are sending, let's just pause to get rid of some orders. They're sending 3 Hayabusa Keys, or Oscars I'm pretty sure they might be known as, and 3 I think Geckos, I think these ones are, rather than Don Lius, which is a bit of a bother there actually. They are certainly carry some bombs which can do some damage to our ships actually, so we're going to issue some orders against them. That was against a Hayabusa. That's absolutely fine. Going to try and get those with our lightnings and have a look at that. That would be great stuff. There we go. Cool. And we're going to try and turn around with our ships just to make some evasive maneuvers and get our flak onto target there. Should be okay. We are making them panic, which is great stuff. That's always the best thing to do, is make them panic. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be good. Going to be good. There we go. Is that going to be one? No. Come on, guys. Get the magic 1 pass on. There we go. That's the proper fighters down. Mostly. We're going to change some targets from our lightnings, though, because this one is getting out of hand. He's going straight for our ships. Straight for our ships. Do we have a lightning on hand? No, we don't. We need to change his orders, I think. This one, what are you going for? Number 5. You're going for that one. Okay, looks like there's just these 2 planes left then. But no one really wants to go for them. I do have a few, actually I haven't shot down any of the Geckos. Okay, not a problem. This one, is he going to drop? Yeah, he's dropped. Okay, brilliant stuff. He's going for one of the destroyers, actually a damaged destroyer as well. Try and take evasive maneuvers there. No idea where the other Geckos are going for. We've lost sight of those. It did take a hit as well. Nothing massive though, just a general empty compartment. That's absolutely fine. We can take that. We'll try and get on top of that. We'll be absolutely fine. Did the others actually drop though? It looks like they have not. Excellent stuff. They are taking a bit of a beating. Are our lightnings on target though? Do need to change their attack orders and make sure some micro is going on. We did manage to get rid of one. We've lost a lightning in the process, and there we go. That's all of them down. Brilliant stuff there. Excellent. Let's go back to the map, shall we? Okay, so we did lose 2 lightnings, and the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that on the map we have, of course, got sight of that aircraft carrier group again. I have launched some float planes, some Mariners and some Catalinas from Red Island, and I have launched these same loadouts from the Santa Cruz Islands as well. The Mariners armed with bombs and the Catalinas armed with torpedoes. Going to try and keep sight of that. Our Tambor is of course coming in, but this means that we should be able to get onto Guadalcanal tonight if they're going to stay in that sort of position, and that's what I'm most worried about at the moment. So we have also sighted an oiler over here. We've got some Beauforts over here with some semi-armor piercing bombs. We're going to try skip bombing that again just to get some practice in. That'd be lovely stuff. Otherwise we can strafe that down again. Not a problem. So I'll come back to you in a second with the reports. Okay, and we have now finally caught that oiler, which is great stuff. So we're going to try and form up into a Vic formation with these Beauforts, like so. Go down to a decent altitude there and go straight over to look at attacking that oiler. Don't know why the Japanese like to send in single oilers, but that's not a problem. If they're undefended, they're easy pickings. even if we miss with our bombs, we should be able to strafe them no problem whatsoever. So let's go over to that and compress some time. Lovely stuff. Try and go over. Yeah, I do not know why they've got to send a single oiler. But yeah, like I said, not a problem. Not going to complain. You do you, man. You do you. We're going to stop compressing time because I'm losing control of my planes. And yeah, so if anyone has any more tips for this, that would be absolutely amazing. If there's any particular heights you like to drop them at, or any particular speed for more bounce maybe, that would be amazing stuff. I do understand this is better against higher sitting ships, higher profile ships, but it's the practice here that makes perfect, you know. We could even just drop directly onto unarmoured ships like this at this sort of height, so that would be very nice, but also a bit pointless. Would still do the same thing though, I suppose. Alright, so what we're going to do is try and drop about, let's get the line on, let's try and drop here. Oh, bomb bay doors are not open, that's always great. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, fool. Are you away? You're going to drop? There we go. That's ruined that a little bit. Let's try and not to do the same with this group, who we have forgotten about. Lovely stuff. So useful, aren't we? Oh, we did get a hit there. Decent stuff, decent stuff. We're going to reduce our speed just to get a decent turn off here. And there we go. I think we'll be okay. It's dropped now, just for the sake of it. So we'll be alright. Yeah, they're lovely little bounces there. Lovely bounces. Are we going to have the distance, though? They're going to get one more bounce in, I think. Be alright there? There we go, I'll take that. One lovely little bomb hit. Getting a bit better at it then. So what we're going to do is form up again and tell them to attack normally, I think. Let's get a target on them. Lovely stuff. And these two can do the same. We should be absolutely fine there. And there you have it. So that is one more oiler down. Great stuff. I don't know where they were headed either, because of course we basically have Boona. It's not going to help sending some oil over there, but not a problem. Not going to complain. It's down. So we are going to be very close to getting to Guadalcanal now, which is lovely stuff. Going to move our invasion force just a little bit closer to cover our convoy ships, which have caught up now. Hopefully our lightnings have some sort of endurance now. Let's have a look. Yeah, we do still have 300 kilometers worth of endurance, so they should be able to protect us before the day is out, which is great stuff. So let's carry on. Okay, so it is now in the early evening hours, and we unfortunately did lose sight of that carrier. We did have a Kingfisher right on top of it, and it just moved a little bit and disappeared. We did have some Mariners and Catalinas right on top of where it should have been. Went into tactical and no sign of any enemy whatsoever. So unfortunately we have lost that, and because it's evening, all of our planes have to go back to base. So we'll carry on the hunt again tomorrow morning. But we have now got in range with our supporting troops to Guadalcanal, so we're going to unload all of them and see how that's ticked over our balance of power. And that is looking very nice, actually, very well supplied, and the balance of power is getting in our favour. So we could just leave that now, and we should take Guadalcanal over the next few days, which is brilliant news. That is very good, very nice success, I think. So we're going to retreat again with our supply convoy. I'm going to come out with our main task force here, and that is some great success there. We're going to wait for that to tick over though. You never know. We do of course need to keep an eye out around here in case they decide to reinforce it themselves. So it's just a defense operation now. Excellent stuff. So what we're going to do now is carry on over the course of the night time and see what happens in the day. So a quick situation report. It is now daytime where we can launch our planes. So what we're going to do is launch a massive scouting operation for that carrier, I think. We did sight some more small destroyer task forces where our Tambor is up in the coast and straight towards the Shortland Islands. We do have our Tambo, of course, patrolling this little area to screen our invasion force just a little bit. We are going to do some real scouting though with as many kingfishers as we can. Go straight up over here and cover ourselves as much as we can, because that carrier has to be so stupidly close. It is so painful to just see that escape us. I'm actually very, very frustrated at that. We are, of course, going to scout out around here as well. Just launch some Kitty Hawks to do some short-range scouting along here to pick up anything that might be lurking. Going to launch stuff off of Boona as well. We're going to launch just a couple of lightnings. We did lose a few of those in a previous engagement. Not a huge problem there. So we're going to just scout round. They do have quite a large range, so we're going to try and ignore engagements because it is only 2 lightnings. Just do a big circle round like that. We are going to launch from Port Moresby as well. Our lightnings have restocked there, which is excellent stuff. We're not going to arm them. These are just for scouting and seeing what we might find there. We're going to launch a very wide and very long pass in here to look out for anything that we can. We are going to send some lightnings if we can, and of course we do. We are going to send just 4 over to protect our invasion force. They're not going to be armed with anything. To give them some endurance, we're going to put them like this, just put them over invasion force there like that, and launch some Catalinas. Actually, we're going to launch some, yeah, let's launch some Mariners, I think, with some 1,000, what will give them the most, yeah, some 2 16,000 pound bombs. That'd be great, or 1,600 rather. Of course, not 16,000. That would be massive. They're just going to do a circle around like this, see if they can catch the other carrier like that, and we will, of course, relaunch some planes when we can. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so our convoy and merchant ships have reached Australia again, and I think what we're going to do is actually use some command points to get some oilers and fleet tenders out from the cairns and bring them over to Cookton to supply themselves up over there. What we're going to do first is bring all of these. We're going to manage their cargo and load them up with normal supplies, I think. Like this. Actually, with the Macaulay, I think we're going to bring over some more troops, so we have those in reserve like that. Brilliant stuff. I think we're going to bring in some more, if we can, on the destroyers as well. That would be great, just to increase the numbers we have there. And we have lost control of that because we took all of the troops off. So let's undo that. We don't want to be doing that at all. That is absolutely stupid. Completely careless mistake there. So what we're going to do is actually take some suppliers instead. Okay, brilliant stuff. So we're going to get some new C over here. Going to get 2 C3s for the engineering, and we're going to get 2. Where are they? 2 Cimarroons for the fuel, like that. And what they can do is just go actually try and get some cargo off of here first. We get some engineering as much as we can there. I'm gonna I'll just take it all from Cookton over here with the fuel. I think that'd be great stuff. So let's go over that. Take 6.2 hours. They can merge and then head straight to Reno Island. And the distance is huge over there. That is 1,836 kilometers. That is huge distance. How are we going on Guadalcanal? Okay, so we're making slow progress, I think. Nothing huge. Might want to tip that a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. How are we looking for supplies over here? Troops and supplies are actually quite decent, so we might actually try and get one more run from the New Hebrides over to Guadalcanal overnight. That'd be great. And we do have a lot of fuel and engineering over there to carry over as well, so that'd be brilliant stuff. So that's the plan so far. We are, of course, still hunting for any enemies. It's been a really quiet series so far as engagements are concerned. So try and get one more in and see what happens, I think. Okay, so a couple more hours have passed and we managed to sight a single merchant ship again going towards the island or base of Lai. So what we're going to do is try and form up with some bow fighters which are armed with bombs and semi-armor piercing bombs. Going to go over and try and bounce bomb again, or skip bomb. Just get some more practice in. This is it's going to be a tough target. If the bombs shouldn't bounce over this, but it's just such a strange coincidence or strange I don't know, occurrence that we're not finding anything here. It's really weird. I'm just going to check. We don't need bomb bays. That's fine. Great stuff. Alrighty, so let's get that and turn round, I think, like that. That's why you're turning like that, please. There we go. Let's have a look. Okay, let's just stop the time compression because we're not getting on top of that, okay? Yeah, I would love to get to decent surface engagement again with our main task force. That would be lovely stuff, but game just depriving us of it for some reason. Doesn't want to see us beat it down, I suppose. It's too scared. It's the only explanation I can come up with at the moment. So we'll leave you with this, but I do apologise for the real lack of engagement we're getting in this series. Hopefully those carriers will show themselves again and get a bit closer to us. Otherwise it's going to be a bit dry, really, isn't it? Just a bit on the dry side. Okay, so we're going to, I think, bomb pretty much at this angle and try and go here. Let's go. Are they going to skip? It looks like it. Brilliant stuff. One more skip. Oh, they jumped over. They jumped over. Should have launched them just a tad earlier there. And that's why they are, of course, better against higher profile targets. So we are going to have to strafe this down. Do it the hard way. But, of course, it doesn't have any AA cover, so it will be very easy. Yeah, just unfortunate there. Bounced straight over. They landed pretty much right next to us on the other side. That was very, very sad. Oh, look at all that fire coming in though. Lovely stuff. 2 magazine explosions on the first run. Lovely, lovely stuff. Oh, that is brilliant. If we tell them to form up again and get them to come round and do that again, that would be great. And of course that wasn't actually needed, was it? It did actually sink from 2 magazine explosions, as it ruddy well should have done. So still waiting for our task force here to get in range to pick up supplies. That's the plan at the moment. I'll get back to you in a minute. So we're going to relaunch some scouts as well, I think. Okay, so the time has finally come, ladies and gentlemen, where we can hit this bloody carrier group again. It has run rings around us, it feels like. Unfortunately, we're not able to bring in any lightnings or real air support for this mission, which is rather a shame because you can bet they will bring in some fighters of their own. What we're going to do is get straight into an attack position, bring our Catalinas down, which are using torpedoes, down here and straight over in their face. We're going to try and hit the Fuso again, if possible, like that, and we're going to get the Mariners to bomb them from a height, I think, rather than skip bomb like we have been practicing recently. We're going to go straight in, we're going to increase our speed. I reckon we are certainly going to lose these Mariners straight away to all these zeros. They're going to have so many in there, but unfortunately our Lightnings did just run out of fuel before this engagement, so they've had to go away, which is rather horrible actually. We possibly could have waited a few more minutes for their air to have to go down and rearm, but no, I don't think we're going to have any such luck unfortunately today. But that's a real shame because I would love to hit something. We'll see if we can maybe hit... no, okay, they're going straight down. They're already lost both of these Mariners. The Catalinas are going to have to increase their speed if they want any chance of getting him, because we've now lost all of the Mariners, and that is really sad actually. Really pissed off because all we've had today are just minor engagements, and not even anything like... not even being intercepted by planes too much actually, just a couple of times I've shown you. It's been very sad, unfortunately. Rather slow campaign here. We're going to turn straight in with our Catalinas here and compress time a little, but we can't anymore apparently. I bet those zeros could be right on top of us then if that's the case. Or it might just be because we are in range of their flak. I'm not too sure. We're going to try and go straight in and hit whatever we can, but yet the zeros are right on top of us. And we're going to lose these Catalinas, aren't we? We do have some B-17s coming in, but if we can't get rid of these zeros, then they're going to go the same way as these float planes, unfortunately. Yeah, they're going to go straight down. We had to take the chance because we can't let this carrier fleet stand. But yeah, that is just such a shame. Inevitable, I suppose. But we had to try. We had to try. So the position of that was about here. It means they're possibly retreating again, but unfortunately on that disappointing bombshell, I'm afraid that is all we have time for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching and keeping with me throughout this slower last couple episodes. I do apologise for that. Hopefully we'll be able to strike them soon. Maybe we can build up our own task force here at some point and hit them hard. Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. Try and get a direct conflict there, direct engagement. But otherwise, not much is going to happen. So, in the meantime, I've been the Edified Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope all your nights and days are auspicious. Goodbye.